Hello there, my name is Alicia Wilfert. I am a life coach and founder of Yoke and Abundance. Today we are talking about vision boards, what they are, how you make one, and what you do with it, and why. So, what in the world is a vision board? My goodness. Vision boards take many different forms. Some people have vision boards in a digital sense on Pinterest. You might create some sort of vision board for yourself on Pinterest. You might put dreams on your refrigerator that you're looking at, things that you're trying to make happen, and you might do a more traditional vision board, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So today I will be talking to you about how you're going to want to do a vision board, and then I'll show you an example of one. But it's just an example. Your vision board can be anything that you want it to be. So first, I'm going to need you to carve out a little bit of time with a journal and a pen. Yesterday, we talked about core values. I highly recommend before making your vision board, know your core values. Be certain on what those are and how you want to bring yourself into alignment with those core values. They will aid you in this next process. Then it's important to begin thinking about what it is that you want in the world. So spend some time thinking about the life you want to be creating in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Think about those dreams and the goals and the feelings that you are hoping to have and bring into your life. Once you've spent some time journaling, and that could take a little bit of time, gather up all of the old magazines, maybe even old books. Try to get as many different types of magazines as you can, from fitness magazines to nature magazines to lifestyle magazines. I have a couple favorites that I like to use. Flow magazine, Bella Grace, Yoga Journal are just a few that I enjoy pulling images from. National Geographic, Vogue, those all have wonderful, fun images as well. Or if you're looking for dream houses, you might want Architectural Digest. I believe that's a magazine where you can just look through them. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take that stack of magazines and you want to be thinking about what you want to cultivate, what you want to bring into your life, what your core values are, what you're going to be doing to live in alignment with those personal core values. Think about all of those things. Now, as you go through these magazines, start ripping out the images and the words that speak right to you. Don't overthink it. Just pull them out, stick them in a pile.
The more images you have to go through when you are pasting things onto your vision board, the better.
I actually keep a folder where I will put those images, and if I use them, great. If not, I can use them in something else, in art journaling or collaging of some sort. So it won't go to waste.
This is the folder I've kept for the last 10 years where I keep extra images that I didn't use. That way I can always have them ready in case I need
Rip
them.
out, don't overthink it. Rip out the images, rip out the words that feel like they're calling to you, that feel like things that you want to put on your vision board, that you want to make happen in the next 1, 3, 5, 10 years out. So dream big. Don't put any limits on your dreaming in this phase. You want to dream really big. You want to let your desires speak. That's so important in this phase, to not censor your desires. Allow yourself to dream and want here, okay? Though that's okay. Cultivating that feeling of desire is very important. Then when you have all of those images, a whole lot of images, you are going to want to have a poster board that you can put your vision board on. Now, If you're someone that big canvas of a poster board feels really big and really overwhelming and really scary, you could take an 8.5 by 11 and start with that. You could cut your poster board in half if this feels too big, because what we don't want you to do is feel frozen and not want to put anything on that vision board. In addition to your poster board, no matter what size you have, you are also going to want to have lots and lots of glue sticks. And you're gonna start really cutting out the images that speak to you the most. So in it was January 2017, when I took myself on a personal retreat. I planned it all for myself. And I spent a lot of time meditating about the life I wanted to create for myself. I identified my personal core values, like we talked about yesterday, and thought about the steps that I wanted to take to start bringing myself into alignment with those personal core values. Then I dreamed about the life that I wanted to have 5 years out, 1 year out, 3 years out, 5 years out, 10 years out. What did I want to do in this world? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want to have? And I thought about things like I wanted to leave my corporate job. I wanted to get back to a more simple way of living, of making, creating, baking. I wanted to bake sourdough, and we all lived through the pandemic, so a lot of us did a lot of sourdough baking, so that came true for me. I wanted to be in a really nurturing, growth-filled, long-term relationship with someone who held similar values to mine. I wanted to be creating, making art. I wanted to have this life coaching practice and be working with lots of women. I wanted to write a book. I knew I wanted to birth a book into the world. I wanted to travel and create and connect and have adventures. And so thinking about all of those things, I pulled lots of images out, and during that retreat, I made a vision board, and look, here it is.
2017 vision board.
Okay, so up at the top, you can see it says 2017. So one of the first things I want to point out about this vision board is that I put this image of this girl walking away. And what that means to me is she is walking away from everything that's not serving her. What did that mean to me? It meant quit my job. What did I do? By March of that year, 2017, I had put in my notice at my corporate job. I did a ton of traveling in 2017. I did make it to Paris. I did bake bread. I see that typewriter. I did write my book. I took lots of pictures. I did lots of yoga and soul searching and eating good food, healthy food. I did so much on this vision board, and everything on my vision board, all of my dreams came true within the last 5 years. I did everything on this vision board I did. Now, after I put this vision board together of all of the things that I was dreaming of and more, I put it in my office. I put it on the wall in my office so that I would see it every single day, and not just see it and ignore it or pretend that I hadn't seen it, or see it so often that it became rote. I really took time to look at it, to think about what it was that I was calling into my life. I would look at it while I was writing my morning pages in the morning, and I would think about what are the steps that I'm actually taking, what is the action that I am taking to get myself to those places. And it happened. It worked. This is a very practical way of manifesting what it is that you want to have happen in your life. So here's what you do. You spend a little bit of time thinking about your core values. You spend a little bit of time dreaming about the life you want to have and what you want to bring into that life. Spend a lot of time thinking about feelings. Danielle Laporte wrote the book, The Desire Map, and in it, she reminds us that the goals that we want, having a big career, a fancy car, a nice house, it's not those things we actually want. We want the feeling that those things give us. So really think about the feelings that you are trying to call in and bring in, and make sure those feelings, that soul, is on your vision board. Think it through carefully, and then put it somewhere where you will see it and can spend time intentionally with it every day. I would love to hear what's on your vision board. When was the last time you made one? Please drop that comment in the comments section below. I'd love to know about your vision board and your dreams and how you're going to make it happen. You can download my instructions on how to create your own vision board, what supplies you might need, and a very special playlist to play while you're making your vision board. Check that out in the description section below. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe and share it with a friend. Thanks so much for being here.